Welcome back guys, and you won't believe how crazy this Banshee nuke build is. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Let's get right into the build. On this Banshee build, I subsumed off her 4th ability and replaced it with Null Star. This is because Null Star fixes 2 problems on Banshee. She's too squishy, and she can't take out hordes of enemies quickly. For her aura mod, I decided to go with Brief Respite for shield gating, and I also used the mod adaptation for additional survivability since Null Star gives her damage reduction. For energy economy, I added the mod Flow and equipped Arcane Energize. Since the build needs a lot of strength, I used the mods Blind Rage, Augur Secrets and Umbral Intensify, as well as the Arcane Molt Augmented. Finally, for her augments, I added Resonance to spread her 2nd ability Sonar, then I added Neutron Star to buff Null Star's damage. These are the Archon Shards I used: a purple Equilibrium Shard for energy economy, an orange shard for 5 shield on blast kills for survivability, a blue shard for more max energy, and finally, a yellow Archon Shard for casting speed. Now for the weapons to use on Banshee, you could use the dual Toxicist Incarnate, Latron Incarnate, Ceto Prime, or Glaive Prime. All 4 of these weapons are solid picks to use because of their high DPS, and since it's easy to hit Banshee's sonar with them. But my personal favorite weapon to use with Banshee is the Furis Incarnate. The reason behind it is that its Incarnate meter is very easy to fill, and the Incarnate form hits a large portion of the enemy's body, so you barely have to aim for weak points. Here's the build I used on it. I added Merciless Gunfight for punch-through and extra critical damage, Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot and damage, Primed Target Cracker for critical damage, Magnetic Might for magnetic status effects, and you guessed it, for even more critical damage, Galvanized Shot for status chance, Lethal Torrent for multi-shot and fire rate, Jolt for electric status effects and status chance, and I paired it with Pistol Pestilence for corrosive damage, but it's rank 0 since I ran out of Forma. Here's the Incarnate tree for the Furis. For the 2nd evolution, I chose Stormburst, for the 3rd Practiced Grip, and for the final evolution, I went with Prelude of Might. Now for what Banshee's gameplay looks like. This Banshee build is actually very survivable, so you can pretty much face tank most enemies aside from your occasional Eximus, as long as you have Silence active and you're spamming Null Star to shield gate and stagger the enemies. As you can see, these Scaldra are barely scratching me. Another reason why you want to be spamming Null Star is because we have Resonance equipped and weapon kills on weak spots, Spread Sonar, and it just so happens that Null Star counts as a weapon, so it triggers a chain reaction, spreading Sonar like a wildfire so every enemy around you is vulnerable. While it's pretty apparent Banshee doesn't outshine any other Warframe in a certain niche, she still has some amazing reasons why you'd want to pick her up. The reason being that the weak spots that she creates also can be used by your teammates, meaning that you can actively buff your teammates in a way no other Warframe can. That's the end of the video. If you liked the build, you should consider liking and subscribing. Also tell me what I should build next down in the comments.